Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a monthly horoscope for March 2022. And this is especially for you coming from Scorpio. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to have a 90-minute session with me, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. Your palms belong to your soul. Somebody has put the marks and the lines, and all that's changeable. Somebody is coordinating all of this with the planets, you and your palm, and it's the soul. So we want to keep very close to the soul, and I'll show you how to do that. How to activate energy with the soul, so you become one with the soul. And if you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your own lucky lottery numbers. We'll talk more about that later. The first 15 days of March, for you coming from Scorpio, are pretty bad days. You got some major planets there who want to try and do and undo whatever you are doing, whatever you have done well. And the worst part of it is you can be led astray, you can be cheated, you can be deceived, you can have accidents, and you can have breakups, whether in job, business, or personal areas. So you'll have to be very careful in the first 15 days. If you have a job, it's going to be at risk anytime. So don't push your luck. Don't say things which upset colleagues or upset your superiors or managers or bosses. Anything can happen very, very fast and will be totally against you. It also says don't go into the sea, by the way. So no sea activities for you in the first 15 days of March, SEA, sea. And your job, you will have a lot of stress, a lot of difficulties, miscommunication, bad news like that. And don't show your temper. Don't show your temper either. So job area is very risky. Trying to get a new one, you won't get very far. If you're in business, there's a high risk going to take place in the first 15 days of March. Bad news where money and business is concerned, breakup of partnerships included, and you'll have trouble trying to get everything together in the first 15 days. Lose out on contracts. So it's a very depressing, unhappy period where business is concerned. Better to lie low than to expose yourself to risk, I would say. And financials generally are very tight and very much under the radar. You're not able to find ways to improve your finances. If you find a new romance, it's going to be a very bad one. Don't throw your heart away too quickly. It's going to go to a rotten place because that new person you found is not going to be the one you want. If you have ongoing romance, this ongoing romance is going to have a lot of difficulties to just survive. So don't make it worse by bringing out anything of the past and by showing your bad temper. Take the soft approach as much as you can where romance is concerned, with a new one and the ongoing one as well, which is going to be unstable in the first 15 days. Now, if you have a marriage, this marriage is also going to be deadly into trouble. You can be into a position in the first 15 days of total togetherness gone to nothing, and by total feelings for each other and loyalty for others breaking up as well. So there's things going very wrong in the first 15 days. You have to be careful. Try to put a stop to it. Since you listening to me, put a stop to it and try to give way. I'm going to talk to you about lotteries now. Before I go to the next 16 days of March, I'm going to talk to you about lotteries first. So lotteries, it's not a good month for you, but I see some issues giving you better news. The possibility of better news in the last 16 days where lotteries are concerned. So let's talk of lotteries. I've divided the 9 planets into 2 groups using Kabbalistic astrology, and I'm going to use that to get your first 2 sets of numbers through astrology and a third set through Kabbalistic tarot cards. So, from my homework, from the first 5 planets, I've got these numbers for you calculated. The number 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72. We'll go up to the 72. The second group of four planets, they've given me these numbers. The number 3, 12, 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, or 75. The third set, I'm going to use Kabbalistic tarot cards and see what the third set gives you. Let's see. Oops. So I'll take the bottom card from here. Oops. And the bottom card is a very powerful card. It's a card of knowledge. So it says, apart from lotteries, it says you can gain knowledge in this month of March. Seek knowledge, find new knowledge, which means you could find new ways to think as well. To come back to lotteries, from this card, the numbers, there are lots of signs of planets. I'm impressed by the sign of Venus. So the number which I will choose from this card is going to be the number 6, the series of numbers, number 6, 15, 24, 33, 42, 51, 60, 69, 78. That's the third set of numbers. If you've been to see me for a 90-minute session, you will know exactly what to do with these numbers, how step by step you formulate your personal lucky lottery numbers. If you haven't been to see me, try and do it your way. How you're going to use these numbers, recognize them maybe. So that's why seeing me for everything in life, to let your next 9 years to be known, including lotteries, would be a good idea, just for USD $50. So these are the three sets of numbers. Now I'm going to go to a lot of other energies for you. You coming from Scorpio. You coming from Scorpio, your lucky ages. If you happen to be the ages of 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76 or even 85 or 94, you're going to be one very lucky person, whether in job, whether in business, whether in romance, whether anywhere. You're going to find that you're riding high and energy comes very unexpectedly as well, making your month of March unexpectedly good for you. That was your lucky ages. Now your lucky dates, DATES, for the month of March. I've chosen these dates, the 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd. I see clusters of planets on the 5th, 14th, and 23rd, giving you money and giving you opportunities, giving you findings of good luck. So bookmark these dates, whether to go to the casino, whether to find a new date, whether to talk with your bosses, whether to do anything in business. The 5th, 14th, and 23rd are full of energy. So you want to use them for yourself. Your lucky color to wear. I've chosen the color white. Wear plenty of white. Wear plenty of white, like this. And you will see that you gain plenty of unexpected good energy coming for you, especially to the tune of job, business, money, but also in other areas as well. And then I'm going to go to a direction energy. So I've chosen the direction energy of northeast, which is a very powerful energy for the month of March, because you got all some of your good planets nestled up there. So face northeast for making your wishes come true, for saying prayers if you want, for doing anything to hope and wish for. Face northeast and you'll do well. And you will do well. Excuse me. It's all about sinus. That's what I have. Okay. Now the last 16 days of March. The last 16 days of March are okay. There's only two issues here, I find. You could be cheated, you could be let down, you could be deceived, whether in personal areas, whether job, financial areas. So keep a lookout. Don't reveal your plans to people you don't know well. They'll use that against you. And the other one I find is to be too bossy and to be too demanding and to be too dominating. Don't let that happen. I see this planet very, very active. Try to control that planet. And to be part of a team would be better, tell yourself, for the last 16 days of March. Regarding job, Everything goes well except the things that I've mentioned. Domination is the main thing. So don't dominate. You get along better with your people you work with and the people you work for. And that's the way you can find that your job will give you good results. You want to find a new job, go ahead. There are chances waiting for you. But I don't know whether you'll get along with those bosses because again here it shows the domination part you may have a clash in compatibility. So maybe stick to where you are would be better in the last 16 days of March because at least you know them and you know their situation. That's for your job. Regarding business, you certainly have the drive for it. You certainly want to expand. You certainly have the energy to go after things. But what you don't have is the support. The support may be from your experience that you don't have the experience. Don't try to go into new areas in this last 16 days. Stick to what you know you are safer. You may get opportunities in business to go into new areas, but I would say don't because that's a danger. You could be let down, you could be just disappointed. Regarding general finances, they are fine. I don't see any big losses or anything like that. If you find a new romance in the last 16 days of March, I would say go ahead. But again, I would say watch out. You may inherit somebody very dominating and stubborn, and somebody who wants to control. So have a wait and see attitude. Don't even hold hands yet. See a wait and attitude, and maybe discuss this person with your friends and see what they might say. If you have an ongoing romance, the last thing you want to do is to be argumentative, to be dominating, to be stubborn. It all comes back there. And there's a planet of secrecy here. You don't want in the last 16 days of March to go astray, looking for some other love affair. You'll be caught out, it says. So don't do that. So your ongoing romance, just don't do that and you'll be fine. In your marriage is stable enough. The planets of marriage, long termness is stable. These are short term ones that come and go. So your marriage is stable enough to improve it. There's a planet of ego here. Don't want to let your ego get in the way. If you don't let your ego get in the way, what you will do is improve your tolerance at the same time improve your teamwork automatically. So that's what you want in the last 16 days of March where your marriage is concerned. Now regarding health for the whole month of March, you coming from Scorpio, I'm a bit worried about your pancreas. The planets who control your pancreas have a problem. And that could be because your digestive area is acting up and your pancreas is not giving enough digestive juices. So that's maybe why I've talked about your pancreas. It may be diabetes. If your pancreas is not well and cannot produce insulin, then you become diabetic silently. So just blood test your pancreas. After that, you coming from Scorpio, let me see. I'm worried about your neck area. That's it. The neck and the throat area. The throat you'll find gets sore and gets infected easily. Your neck, you will see that there's a compressing of vertebrae on the nerves, the sixth nerve and some other nerves, which give energy to your neck. They can't because they're being compressed. And then the energy to your shoulders will be less, hands and fingers will be less. So your upper body limbs are going to get weakened because of your neck compression. So look into that. This is what I can find. Regarding the 90 year, the 90 minute, which I will do for you, which will just cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I'll show you how it works. And that soul that you have, that's really worthwhile connecting to and activating the energy as well. Your third eye will open once you activate the energies of your soul. Most people get these energies in their 50s, their 60s, and 70s. It's not given to younger people. I suspect because the energies are too powerful for younger people. But whatever age you are, I will show you how to get the energies moving. And I will advise you how to react to the energies because the soul can be activated really at any time. I'll show you where the energies lie in you to activate this soul. In the meantime, I wish you a good month of March. Just to remind you to have this 90-minute session with me. All that energy is shown to you just for USD $50. You can't lose. And to know your next 9 years and to be able to work all these powerful energies and bring them to life. In the meantime, I wish you a good month of March. Thank you. Goodbye.